that highly anticipated face-to-face meeting happening at Mar-a-Lago today between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. It's set to happen in just a few hours. On Saturday, Zelenskyy met with European leaders by phone in Canada alongside Prime Minister Mark Carney, though President Trump did not participate. And according to the Ukrainian leader, the 20-point peace plan is now 90% complete. Talks are now expected to focus on security guarantees. NewsNation's Koppell is live for us in our nation's capital. Good morning, Jackie. What do we know about yesterday's call and Canada's new financial backing for Ukraine?
Good morning, Anna. Well, Ukraine's President Zelenskyy stopped in Canada on his way to Florida, and it was there that Canada's Prime Minister, Mark Carney, announced an additional $2.5 billion. That also helps unlock further financing from the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Redevelopment. Now, Zelenskyy anticipates that full reconstruction from the war will cost between $700 and $800 billion. Carney posted that Ukraine's cause, freedom, democracy, sovereignty, is Canada's cause. In their joint press conference, Zelenskyy continued to make the case that Ukraine wants peace, but Russia does not, referencing another Russian attack on Kyiv this weekend that included over 500 drones and 40 missiles.
It's really shows that Putin doesn't want peace, and we want peace, and he's the man of war, but he's afraid to speak about publicly. But we see the steps, and what we need to stop this war in any way, and we need two things: pressure on Russia and sufficient strong support for Ukraine.
Following the announcement, the two leaders had that call with European counterparts. They're known as the Coalition of the Willing. There is serious concern that if Russia is not stopped, Russia's President Vladimir Putin will try and push into other parts of Europe. Finland's President Alexander Stubb posted, "It was a good call, and they're all working together on a just and lasting peace agreement." Anna?
And Jackie, the president and Zelenskyy, they've had their fair share of ups and downs, I think it's fair to say, like that blow up that happened in the Oval Office we all remember. What are you hearing ahead of today's meeting?
Well, since that infamous meeting in the Oval Office, it got heated between Zelenskyy, President Trump, and Vice President J.D. Vance. Well, Zelenskyy has worked to smooth out the relationship. He's continued to show gratitude for the leadership and partnership of the United States with regard to fighting the war and a possible peace agreement. Just yesterday, he actually posted, "We are working with the United States on the roadmap for Ukraine's prosperity. Our vision, together with the United States, extends to 2040, covering the key elements of an agreement on investment and future prosperity." Now, the Ukrainian delegation landed in Florida yesterday evening, and the meeting is currently set to take place at 1 p.m. at Mar-a-Lago. It is expected that one of the main topics will be, as you said, security guarantees from the United States and Europe that will help ensure that Russia cannot invade Ukraine again in the future. Anna?
Yeah, we don't want to reward Putin. All right, Jackie, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.